What's up, everybody? Kris Gethin here, and we are right outside the headquarters of Fly Racing. And guess where it is? Boise, Idaho, baby. So I've been familiar with this brand for about 20 years because I've competed in motocross and a lot of motorsports. So I am more than familiar of the juggernaut size of Fly Racing. Only about a year and a half ago, I found out that the headquarters are in the very town that I live, Boise. So with that being said, I thought I have got to come and get a tour around the Fly Racing headquarters so I can show you inside and see what it's all about. So I contacted JT, who is going to give us a tour inside right now and tell us exactly how this company ticks. Where did it start and where it is now and where it is expected to go, where I can see it probably being from strength to strength. Like only just a couple of weeks ago, my wife and I were at Salt Lake City for the Supercross there. We could see Fly Racing everywhere. And it's really, really awesome to see how far this company has gone and how far it is expanded. So let's get in there and see how this company ticks, and maybe you can apply it into your own business. Let's do it.
So right now we're in kind of all of our corporate offices. So coming up on this is all the HR department, CEO offices, COO offices. So basically all the the people in charge that are making all the important decisions all work in this area. Kind of down this way we have all of the brand manager offices, vice president. So yeah, this is it's not a very exciting part of the building, but I would say the success and failure of Western Power Sports kind of lives over here. A lot of the sales support team is in here, so whether it's a dealer or one of our outside representatives, if they have questions with an account, they're trying to facilitate a sale, they would reach out to one of the team here, and it's a really vital part of the team. When I have issues with products, dealers, anything like that, this is where I come and generally get help quickly. As you spend more time here, you realize it's a big family. Obviously, there's a business aspect to it, of course, but deep down, it really is a family atmosphere, and I knew that going in, so that was something that was really attractive to me, was to join that team and family. But where we're standing right now, this is basically the break area for the entire WPS team. So whether you're in the warehouse area, which we'll show or have shown, whether you're on more the corporate side or accounting or anywhere, this is cafeteria, right? And this was all an addition that was built in 2013. So where I'm standing right now used to be the end of the building. So basically everything that is that way has only been here for like 7 or 8 years now. So this building's undergone a lot of changes since I've been here. This actually used to be this little corner, basically from where I'm standing to that wall and where the ping pong table is, was the full design department. I mean, there was nothing. It was tiny. So to see kind of the changes and where we exist now has been it's pretty impressive. And as you live through it, it's subtle. You see these subtle changes, and it's like this gets improved and that's better, and you see this added. So it doesn't really catch up with you. But if you really stop and think about where it was and where it got to, it's a monumental difference in every way. So it's been a really fun thing to be a part of.
That's phenomenal. You've got this setup here.
Yeah, and it used to be bigger. Obviously, since the whole COVID-19, the basketball court has been shut down.
Spectators here as well.
Well, and this was literally one of the most popular spots. Everybody played basketball during the day. But since COVID-19, we're this social distancing thing, which we had a big meeting on this morning about how are we going to adjust that moving forward. I think that will be coming back very soon. But yeah, we're very fortunate. Our owner, realized that you have a lot of ex-athletes that work here, and a lot of people are just enthusiasts, right? We're in Boise, Idaho, and there are a lot of people that they do like to exercise, and sometimes in the winter that's not possible outside. So, he bought all this equipment, and out of the graciousness of his heart for us. So it's nice.
That's awesome.
So nothing super exciting in here. It's just accounting, any sort of dealer support. Yeah, a lot of just the back end side, customer service is all over here. So a lot of people answering phones and answering questions.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think what's going to be
Logistics is over here as well.
I think what's going to be impressive is just showing the magnitude of this place.
So IT department is just behind us. You know, they're in their own world most of the time. If they hear from me, it's usually because of a problem, but it's not very often. Marketing department, which I used to work over here, and when this was the only building, this is where I first started. But this is full marketing department. So whether it's merchandising, videography department, photo department, so we have two designated photo studios. One is more for creative content, and then another one is purely for product shots, right? And they, of course, they talk, but it's really they're really designated differently, right? You have one team that only is working on product shots for catalogs, web, and that they're in just constant rotation. Then you have another that are doing much more creative work. They're out on photo shoots in Florida. They're all over the place, shooting all these poster boards that you see. You know, doing all the catalog shots, doing the social media videos, intro videos.
Here as well? Do you, like, other than in the studio, do you go out to the track here?
Yeah, a little bit, but you know, a lot of it we use all the athletes that we endorse, right? So we typically have to go visit them. So we're just at the very front of the warehouse, and it goes back, seemingly forever, in every direction from here. So there's basically two big divides, and Western Power Sports is the parent company of Fly Racing, and you know, that's a big misconception. I think most people believe Fly Racing is its own freestanding thing and not associated with anything else, when in fact it's very much a part of Western Power Sports as a whole. And we have, I think it's around 800 brands. It fluctuates quite a bit, but that's how many brands Western Power Sports distributes. Now, Fly Racing is one of those, and Western Power Sports owns Fly Racing, but you can start to see the magnitude of the entire process that goes on. You know, when an order goes in, if a customer wants to buy a product, it starts with just a pick ticket that comes in, and there are several people that have to touch it before it's going to leave on a truck to head to the customer. So I think they're doing around 3,000 shipments a day just from this warehouse alone. We have 7 locations, 7 warehouses and 6 locations. So you start to ratchet up the number there. It gets pretty crazy pretty quickly. So this is the newest part of the warehouse. This was all added on, I'm going to say, it's probably done 1.5 years ago now. And this was just full stop, right? This wall was brand new. This was the end of, we still of course own the property, but this was the end of anything. This was grass where we were standing 1.5 years ago. So this is all the overstock area. When we get a shipment in, if we have product in stock on a shelf, this is where it would come to. And it's, it was a necessary expense because what was happening, we were just running out of room. Anything that we needed to, and these are all items that you know you're going to sell, you have a great sales history on, so you order more of, which is really important in these times we're in right now. We need somewhere to put it, right? This is overstock or bulk area. I think they would probably label it as bulk. But yeah, this and then where we're headed to as well, we took on Dunlop tires, I want to say January of 2020. We began selling Dunlop, so we needed somewhere to put that too. Obviously, Dunlop's a huge vendor and tires take up a ton of space, so we needed more room. We were already at capacity. So interesting department we're in here. Changes, I guess the look changes at times. When we are prepping for like a Supercross season, which we just finished, right? This area would have our big displays in it all out, and we would be rotating things, changing the look. Does this look better? How does, everything that we could possibly associate with that is ongoing out here. How we present to the customers, what products we would show, what displays are where, like the whole thought process goes on out here. And it's basically a mock setup.
From an exhibition standpoint.
Absolutely, it's a mock setup of what we're going to do at Supercross. So it's a fun process. It usually goes on October, November, because by December the trucks are on the road. Then this kind of transitions into a little bit of overstock, but then a lot of dealer show stuff. We have a huge sales meeting that goes on in August, which we're starting to prepare for, when all of our reps from the whole company all assemble in August. in Boise. And then I don't want to say all of our vendors because that wouldn't be true, but many of our vendors come to Boise as well. So that's their opportunity to engage with our sales reps one-on-one, give them individual training that will help them, and prepare them to go out and sell, whether it's a new product or just a review on current products.
Right.
It's a really valuable time for them. So a lot of the preparation for that meeting goes on it as well. There's a big staging area for that meeting too.
Because like you've been always known as quality and being very affordable at the same time.
Yeah.
But that really brought it up, but you're still very affordable at the same time.
And that perception has really changed over time, and it's been a work in progress.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
No worries.
I
No
think
worries.
this is a great little tour that we had here. It's quite surprising. Yeah.